What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, what a location to be starting the episode in. I'm on the most, well, one of the most westerly points in all of Scotland after being to the most southerly point in all of Scotland last night to a little lighthouse in the south on a peninsula. More importantly for today though, and the reason I've just done a mad transition into the car is because we're on a mission. I've got 101 different spots I want to check out today in Dumfries and Galloway, and this is probably going to be my last day here before I head north. I've got lochs, I've got Bruce's Stone, I've got castles in lochs with an amazing car camping spot, hopefully it could be a legendary one, and a tidy little area to hike around. First stop, it's about an hour and a half drive away though, and I'm running out of gasoline, so I need to do a pit stop for some juice, and then we'll get ourselves up there. Let's go. Dang, looks like the going rate's 170 a pop up here then. I was paying 162s down in Leicester, innit? Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. I'm gagging. I'm not fricking walking back to Leicester. Wow, we've filled up on gasoline, but we've had a bit of a fatality. Check this one out. We've lost the right hand skirt. I heard it go when we come out of that car park earlier near the beach. I didn't realise I'd lost the skirt. I thought I just knocked it a little bit. If I'd have known, I'd have stopped and picked it up. Damn it, I don't know. I mean, I can drive without it, but it'd be nice to get another one. Don't know how much that's going to cost. Right, next stop, Loch Doon and the one and only Bruce's Stone. A little bit of history and should be a pretty nice area to explore. Let's get up there. Wicked, here we go. Glen Trool and Loch Doon and all the way down to the Bruce's Stone. I gotta tell you, this is wicked, this little area. I've been driving for about 6 miles through this woodland area. It's just fantastic. It's massive and it's just, it feels like you're in the heartland of Dumfries and Galloway now, you know what I mean? This is the Galloway Forest, I think it's called as well. And it's, yeah, pretty impressive. It's untouched, it's raw. I mean, there's roads cut through it, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of land here that it's been like it for hundreds of years, I'd say. Yeah, boy, we're in. Oh man, he's telling me to keep driving up. Oh, I think this will do it. Oh wow, wait till we get a load of this area. Not just this, but it's absolutely stunning. Let me show you. And I gotta tell you, it's really starting to feel like Scotland. Look at this. Oh my days. Massive mountain and a loch at the bottom of it. Oh my days. This is Loch Doon and it is spectacular. The whole area. Oh wow. Oof. Gonna start getting real from here on in, methinks. Damn, not a bad little spot. Whew. And we've got Imp, which is pretty cool. Check this out. Talks about the revenge at the steps of Trool, no doubt. In 1306, Robert Bruce seized the empty throne of Scotland, but was immediately defeated by the English and became a fugitive. It says that he fled all the way to Rathlin Island and then Ulster and then all the way north to the Hebrides before returning southwest to his homeland in Dumfries and Galloway around this actual area. It also says that after returning to this area in 1307, he was given his first opportunity to kick some ass of the English, which I'm assuming he probably took. I mean, it says on there he was given an opportunity to make his first blow, but you know what I'm saying. Right. Let's go find this stone. I'm liking this area. I'm liking the history. Oh my days, it's not very well signposted, not gonna lie. I was halfway up to the top of Merrick, mate, looking for the dang thing. And it's there's where we were a second ago. Ta -ta -ta -ta, and there's where the stone is. Blooming heck. It's quite a big one as well though, to be fair. No one knows where it is. Everybody's wandering around looking for it. It's a bit of a mystery. But it's here. Do you think it was cemented and whatnot with these little boulders before when Robert the Bruce was here? I'm not entirely sure. It has got something inscribed on the stone as well, actually. Let's have a little peruse. Oh, Robert the Bruce, King of Scots, whose victory in the Glen over an English force in March 1307, started the campaign of independence, which he brought to a decisive close at Bannockburn on 24th of June 1314. Mate, you know what? He was king, but he was only king from like 1307 to about 1329 or something. And if you're wondering who he is, he's that dude out of Braveheart. Yeah, that one that like backstabbed Braveheart and got him caught and all that. Yeah, Robert the Bruce. Yeah, and all joking aside, what an absolute legend of a dude, and a Scottish dude at that. And I tell you why he's such a legend. Go on Wikipedia, and this is what shocked me about it, and see what they say about Robert the Bruce. You don't say like, oh yeah, King Robert the Bruce, oh yeah, Captain, Admiral, da-da-da. No, they say Robert the Bruce, one of Scotland's most legendary warriors. I mean, they used the word warrior. The dude was a beast, man, and he went up against the English in a kilt with a little shield and a sword or axe, no doubt. You know what I mean? The man was a beast in all sense of the words. And yeah, I guess we beat him hardy and hardcore up here because of the terrain and the ruggedness. Wicked, man. We found it. A little sneaky slap and a tickle on Robert Bruce's stay, mate. I really wanted to come here, man. It's a pretty poignant spot, I think, for Scottish history and getting a feel for Scotland itself, you know. Big old stone of a dude of history, a legend of Scotland by a loch of the mountain. It don't get much more Scottish than that, does it? Oh man, I'm itching. Freaking gnats everywhere. They've just suddenly started. I think I must have about 20 in this car. Nightmare. There's one. Alright, next stop, Loch Doon, the castle on the loch. This is going to be hopefully really quintessentially Scottish. I mean, I don't know, I've never been there, and isn't that the thing with like countries and places like this? It's like when you've never been, you have a vision, don't you? And back in the day, that vision was from movies and stuff like Braveheart and things, you know. Quintessential castles on lochs. I mean, I know it's a weird thing to say, but I never knew what Turkey was like until I watched Midnight Express, and now I got a rough idea. I'm joking. It's an amazing country, but yes, this should be an amazing little spot. And I've been told you can car camp over there by a local that I've just bumped into, so fingers crossed. I've got a wicked looking height that's supposed to get us up above the loch with some tasty old views as well, so let's not mess about. Let's get ourselves over there. Right, we're in the realms of I don't really know where we're going here now, I've got to be honest. Oh, how can I explain this? This road that I'm on, I don't think it actually exists. I know that sounds crazy, but basically every time I hit the sat-nav to tell me to go to this castle, it was telling me to go up the right side of the lake to the top and then cut back down the other side. This route's bringing me up the other side, but on the sat-nav, I didn't see a road. I hope we don't get so far and then have to turn all the way back. I guess we're about to find out. We'll be alright. Fingers crossed. Oh wow, I gotta say it, this road is incredible. Cutting through all this moorland here with the beautiful colours, the peaks and mountains in the distance, and also it's just such an easy, nice drive. Great road service, and every few hundred metres there's a passing place. It's incredible. I mean, I don't know, I've done 20 miles on it I think, and it's just such a nice drive. Welcome to Scotland, blessed. Oh no, this is not good. This is a dead end road and it's telling me to go down here, mate. Oh, this is a disaster. Could have to backtrack about 50 miles here. Why would the sat-nav bring me down a dead end road? Please no. Oh shite. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, mate. Oh no. Well, just been checking the sat-nav, and every time I try and put this location in, it just keeps telling me to go down this freaking road. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just wing it. Try and head northeast and then south along the lake, but it's probably gonna cut me about an extra 50 miles and at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It's gonna be late when we get there, but yeah, no choice. Mission! Let's go. Oh, frickin' A, that's a nice sign to see. Loch Doon Castle, baby. Look at that, Ness Glen. Oh, dude, we're in the heart of Scotland, man. I love it. Galloway, Forest Drive. Yeah, I've had enough of them for one day. Tell you that much. That was one of the things that I'd like scribbled onto my pad that I should go check out or do while I'm here. Oh, I think we can take that a couple of times over today. We've killed the shiznick out of it, to be fair, and we're having a little bit more. It is nice though. You see these purples, man, they just set it off, and all these big old trees. I guess they're old. Trees are always old, aren't they? They grow a long time. You ain't doing that in 6 months here. I mean, I know some kids have stump growth, but that'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it, to go from like a seedling to about 50 foot high in a couple of months. Christ. Keep trusting the sat-nav. I need to trust in my instincts, young Padawan. I keep forgetting about these like passing spots. Derbyshire and Lake District, you just go for it and hope you can squeeze past when you're next to each other. It's not quite the same here, is it? That is wicked. I tell you, like, everywhere you go in the world, everyone's got a different driving style. Asia's mental for it. Like, some of the rules and stuff. Like, Indonesia, there's a rule in Indonesia about overtaking. Doesn't matter what's coming the other way, you're allowed to overtake as long as you smash your horn as loud as possible and as many times as possible. And that's the indication for the guy who's coming towards you to just basically veer himself off the side of the road. And that's what they do all the time. Yeah, so rules and regulations in driving, different all over. Wicked little bit of nothingness mode coming down to it, look. Oh my days. Bit to do here. Wicked. Looks like this is the car park though. What are we saying overnight here then? Let's have a little butcher of Savarama. Oh mate. Oh man, looks like we might get not a bad spot. Oh, snarf. I mean, it's okay. Takes it. That sun kind of takes away the scenicness of it a little bit, and that big red boy thing, but damn, it is a nice area. I'm going to have to explore it properly. Oh, if you can hear noise, it's the old Blue Yeti. It's plugged in, and I probably, after 6 hours of blooming driving today, probably almost fooled it right back up to full. In fact, yeah, it looks pretty good. Honestly, I can't believe how much of a mission it's been getting here. I think I'm going to take a quick coffee, get my bits together, and then we'll get out on the trail. Should be a nice hike around this area. We should get some real nice views down at this loch, and then I've got a pretty Scottish meal to cook up later on, so yeah, stoked to be here now. Well, I can't deny it is nice to be here, but a bit of a nightmare. I've just checked the trail app, and this trail's supposed to be 2.5 hours. I think it's about 5 miles, and the time now is 5:30, which means even if we're on par, we'll be back at 8 o'clock. And I'm rarely on par with these trails, so we could be getting back in the dark here tonight. Bit of a mission, but Loch Doon Castle. Maybe I can get a shot where you can't see the metal fencing. It is a pretty stunning area though, isn't it? Big old loch, some nice peaks in the backdrop. Yeah, looks pretty special. And I mean, look, imagine that in its former glory. Big high walls, a couple of turrets, looking out on that 500, 600, 700, 800 years ago. Oh wow, what a spot. I mean, it really would have been in the middle of frickin' nowhere, wouldn't it? Oh man, I mean, there's been a little bit off the trail and there's been nearly a mile off the trail. What a nightmare. Just bumbling around looking at bits, and yeah, I didn't think to check the trail up. Nightmare, it does go up into the woodlands. I was just saying to myself, like, does this trail just keep following this road? Obviously not. Bollocks. 20 minutes of wandering around and I'm worn out. I couldn't have got the trailhead much longer, could I? There it is, Craigley Trail, right next to the bloody car park. What a muppet. Anyway, let's get it on. 2.5 hours. We'll be back in the dark for sure. I hope I've got a head torch. Boy. Well, I've got to be honest, I've no idea what to expect from this trail. I'm just hoping it's not going to be too difficult. It does say it's supposed to be a bit of a difficult trail, so I hope that's being graded wrong. But it does have an incline, 1,200 metres or something, might even be a bit more than that. So we should get some views towards the top, and then hopefully it's an easy meander back down the other side. Oh, and it cuts back on the road that I shouldn't have originally drove on, that was blocked, but 8 miles up there, 9 miles. So it'd be interesting to see that. Wow, I don't think we're going to have to get very far up to get spectacular views. Look at that. It's the colours as well. Beautiful, man. Nature in full effect. It really is magnificent, isn't it? The colours and the contrasts and the differences of types of fauna. Oh man, we're blessed. And we got the weather for it. It was raining earlier, thank goodness for that. Let's hope it holds out. Onward and upward. And I'm already starting to drip a bit of sweat. Freaking hell. I'm glad it's nice weather, but it's still toasty warm. It's a little overcast here and there, but yeah, it's holding the heat. Oh wow. I'm just starting to wonder how well trodden this trail is. And I'm guessing when there's things like that, it's not overly well trodden. We could end up doing a bit of bushwhacking. Let's hope not. Well, it's looking like this is the end of my Craig Lee trail. That goes that way, but I've got a wee hill up the top to get to. It is actually called Wee Hill. I'm not sure what the last bit is. I'll have a look at it in a bit when I get up there. But yeah, my trail's not looking as inviting as the Craig Lee trail. I think it's going to get sketchy and boggy from here on in. Let's go. Wee Hill, my ass. Right, looking good. Nearly at the top of this first hill. It looks like it cuts up and then across all the way to that ridge and that hill, and then I'm hoping along that and all the way back down to somewhere near that White House. It's pretty much where I'm parked, but it might be hard work, but it's well worth it. But I tell you what, there's a lot of gnats and not so much gnats but flies, man. Stop for like 2 minutes, just take a swill of water, big swarm of them buzzing around me, man. I might smell a bit, but I don't think you can smell that bad. Right, let's crack on to the top of this bad boy. Whoa, sheesh, slowly. Well, no trigger at the top, but a little polter caress. Let's not take it too far. But yeah, first one bagged. The Wee Hill of Craig Mullock. That was it. Wow. And that view doesn't disappoint, does it? No way. There's another lock over there as well. Makes me wonder if that one was the one I was supposed to drive past, or more likely it was that one right over there. Damn it, that would have been so much easier and about 40 miles shorter and an hour's driving less. Right, I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to take a couple of pickies, crack onto the bad boy. What an area, what a day. Getting that squelching sound underfoot. Oh no. Oh wait, there's a big one here, look. Oh dude, that didn't go down well. Oh, it's Scotland, isn't it? All these trails, I keep looking on the apps and they keep saying like, oh yeah, it was a bit boggy today, might want some gaiters and some good boots. I really don't want to end up like knee deep in Shiznick today, you know. Oh, I can see it coming, I really can. Oh, hey, man, I'm supposed to cut left somewhere. I better check. Like I'm saying, there ain't many people around here, is there? I'm not going to get rescued. Eek. Darn it. This might be the old Wee Hill point. I don't know. Something to slap and tickle though, isn't it? Ah, oh, and it's giving big licks at the backdrop as well, you know. Oh, diddly dum dum. All right. Really haven't got time for messing though. It's 6:30 already. Got to keep moving. Push myself. I could turn back now. Seems a sensible thing to do, you know. 6:30, lights going. Got a nice view up here. Actually pucker-tastic, and we're not going to get much of a different one from up there, but I'm mad, ain't I? So we'll keep going and we'll get lost in the dark. I can see a trail for now, so there it is, look, that grassy bit. I'm getting vibes of Dartmoor in that bleeding woodland. I hope it don't come true. What the? Man, I want to know what's going on down here. It's like some sort of utopia from some like space game or something. What are these fraggle things? These are wicked, man. Full of green, a really bright luminous green next to all that purple. Oh, that looks wicked, man. Or maybe it's a Triffid. Is that what it was from Star Trek years ago? Triffids. They were going to start jumping up and chasing after me as I'm bossing it down the hill. I think I'm losing it a little bit. You know what? I like it. I like it a lot! Yeah, baby! Scotland! Oh! Let's go. Ooh. No way. Look at this spit of a trail down there. And just cutting back up the hill. I think that's the thing with a lot of these. Not a lot of the trails in Scotland, but the less well-known ones. Obviously the main ones be well trodden and dead easy to follow, but once you get off the beaten track to some of the less well-known and trodden ones, yeah, then you're in these realms, and it is starting to get really damp and a bit boggy underfoot. That's the problem as well, because trying to follow a trail, I don't know, you could go 100 metres that way and end up like knee deep in a bog. Ah, oh, crap. This one's full of like false ridges. I'm sure I've come up about 2 or 3 already, you know, thinking it was the top, but I'm hoping that little snippet there's it. About another 15 minutes. Let's go. Oh man, there's totally no trail up here. I'm having to cut my own way up. And when I get to the top, I've just looked, I'm only about 1/3 of the way around the trail and it's 7 o'clock already. I've been going an hour and a half with that dodgy start. We're not making good time. I hope it's easy going downhill. I need to get the pace on. Well, the bad news is it was a false ridge. The good news is it looks like there's a freaking triggy up there, mate. That's quite a way. About another 10 minutes. Damn, I thought I said 15 about 20 minutes ago. It looks like we'll get a good view though. I was worried this was it and that was going to block the view, but yeah, it's further over and more higher up, so we'll be all right. Just gotta get there. I was going to say as well, I've only got 1.5 biscuits with me. Nothing in terms of munchies. Got about half a litre, nearly a litre of liquid, and a long sleeve t-shirt, woolly hat and leggings, so, you know, it does get dark and cold and all that. I'll starve to death. A little bit of a slap and a tickle. That was well hard and but worth it for the views. Oh coastline was a legend and all the past few days, but we're getting into the rugged rawness of it now. Oh yeah, man, I'm feeling at home. It's feeling good. I'm feeling knackered, but it is getting late. I don't think we've got time to waste. I'm going to take a couple of snips and snaps and then try and work out where we go from here. Like, I want to go back that way, but I think it's cutting that way and then round. It's going to be a big one. I weren't joking. Let's keep moving. I'm not going to lie, this does feel a bit mental. It's like I'm cutting that way to then cut all the way back round. It's a long freaking trail. But there is no trail. That's the thing. You could just walk wherever you want, I think. It won't make a blind bit of difference, I guess. Unless there's like some mad drop-offs or bogs that I don't know about. I guess I got to follow the trail. There is no trail. You do. Right, just for fucking hell, what was that? Oh man, sure some insect just got stuck in my eye. Don't know what that was. Right, for record purposes, I left the top of that peak at 7:10. I don't know what day it is. It's Monday. I don't know what the date is. Oh, it might be the 29th. I don't know. But yeah, if you find this video, no, but in all seriousness, it's 7 o'clock at top. Let's see how long it takes to get back down. Some boggy holes around here. Slowly getting there, working my way downhill. It is all going downhill now, but I was just thinking, you know, this is mad. Whoa, this is mad. I don't think I've ever followed a trail where there wasn't a trail for 95% of the trail. This is proper unique, man. It's real spongy ground as well. It's a bit random. Right, I'm thinking I'm heading towards that woodland. So yeah, that's about half hour. Let's go. Also, it's a bit precarious. There's big freaking holes everywhere. I just put my foot in one. I didn't realise I went like almost up to my waist. Oh, it's a bit reminiscent of Trevan from Wales a few weeks ago. I was a bit like that coming down. This is the same. Can't see them. You just put your foot and then woof, it's down in a hole. Break an ankle well easy. Oh well, keep your fingers crossed. Well, I thought we were going to get to this point, and we have. We've got to the realms of sketchiness. This ground, wow, more likely that ground that I've just cut across, it's just boggy. One false move and your foot's going right in. I've already lost 1 foot in a bit of a bog. Socks are wet. It's not too great, and the problem is I think I've got about another hour and a half's worth of this sort of terrain at least. You just don't know where to put your foot. Put your foot, boom, either in an hole or in a bog. It's pretty sketchy, and it's freaking hard work, really is. No trail to follow whatsoever. I'm just following the line on the app and praying. Oh yeah, and that woodland I mentioned, yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting much closer, gotta be honest. Whew. Holy crap, check this out. Yeah, I just slipped in a hole. Damn it, man. This is treacherous. I'm trying to work out which way I need to go. Thing is, it looks like there's a trail over there. It's not, that's a river. And that's kind of where I'm walking at the minute. Oh, I need to get over this and avoid it. There's a stream here. There's a stream underground here. Can't see it. Look, do you see it? It's fucking, it's flipping there though. Damn it. Feel like I'm getting a bit closer. Not by much. Absolutely unrelenting. Not a single point on this trail has it got easy. I'm not lying. And now it's looking like I've got to negotiate some sort of mini forest. And then I'm at a road. And then I'm home and dry. It's still a long way. Oh man. One last boggy crossing. Oh, this looks sketchy as hell. I've got to put the camera down. Just going to say this. Whoever the effing muppet was that put that trail together needs a freaking slap, mate. That ain't no trail. You shouldn't even be walking on that terrain. And yeah, I told you one legger got it, the other one did. But guess where? 30 metres from this road. Almost got away with it. And now they're dripping wet and stinking until I can find a laundrette. Got it, man. Right, we're on the road. I'm not going to mess about. Next stop, the crib and food and a clean up. I'll see you there. Well, check what's behind me. A Babylon, and they've just rolled into this car park. That's a bit sketchy, isn't it? But back at the crib, maybe I should you know, make a video. Oh, but no, yeah, seriousness. Back at the crib, and I'm not going to mess about. I'm actually going to move from this spot. I've seen another spot a little bit further up that looks like it's got more of a less impeded view of the lake. So yeah, let's go take a look. Get away from the Babylon. No way, I can't believe the police come all the way down here. That's mental, isn't it? Of all the places I've ever been, and they come down here. How mad's that? Right, let's get on the road. Right, there's all lay-bars along this little road. I think this is the one I was looking at. It's a little bit more out of the way, though. Nice. I can't really show you the view because it's dead dark, but yeah, I'll give you a look where I'm at in the morning. For now, I'm gonna get cleaned up, changed, get everything ready, and then get some food on. It's gonna be an early night tonight, I'm drained. Let's sort it out. Right, no messing then, on with the muncher. I'm absolutely exhausted. I think I'm just gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get myself straight to bed. And I've got to tell you, this is not gonna be one for the vegetarians. I've got a load of meat in the cooler box and whatnot that needs using up. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of the gammon steak that's left. I'm possibly gonna throw in an half Manx sausage and maybe a little bit of haggis on top as well to go with it. So might get a new can of gas first though. Right, everything's looking like it's got a nice shade of black on there at the minute. It looks pretty well cooked. I hope so. The only thing I'm really worried about is that sausage, because that's well out of date, and the haggis. I mean, it's like black pudding, isn't it? But oh crap, it fell apart. Damn it. But yeah, just want to make sure it's cooked. You don't want any pig's noses, raw pig's nose and ears, do you? Let's be honest. And I was going to do beans with it, but I'm not because I'm too lazy. Oh yeah, and the haggis, I got to be honest, it tastes just like black pudding with maybe a few more herbs. It's quite nice actually. Seems to say soft more than black pudding though. Maybe it's just not cooked properly. I know. Oh, there are a few more gristly bits. It's pretty good. I'd have it again. I actually prefer it to black pudding. Not bad. Also, that's me for the night. I'm just going to munch that up and then maybe have a cup of tea and then get my head down. I'm not messing about tonight. I'm absolutely knackered. And hopefully there shouldn't be any bother here. I don't think anyone's going to knock or roll up, but the only thing that could happen is the police, maybe, but more likely a ranger going around the forest drive checking like permits and stuff. So I might have to try and get up a little bit early and just make it look like I've just pulled up. So we'll see how that one goes. As for now, I'll see you in the morning. Well, that's the coffee on for morning coffee, and I've got to tell you, I'm gagging for it. I'm absolutely knackered. I think I'm still drained from that hike last night. I was going to rush up to Loch Doon and the Trossachs today, but the weather's not as great as it has been, which sort of gives me the opportunity to take a few hours, do some editing, make sure Friday's video's ready, and then maybe leave this evening towards Loch Lomond. I've got a pretty good spot down here in the end. There's absolutely no bother. I've had about 3 cars past me since I pulled up last night. It's absolute bliss area, so yep. But wait, one last thing before I sign out, because I've just bumped into some locals and I've got some amazing information about this place. Check out right over there. I'll try and zoom in to see if you can see it. That is the original location of the Castle Doon. It was moved onto the land in about 1940 when they built a reservoir or a dam to turn this into kind of a reservoir. So where it is now is at its original location. On top of that, mates, or rather Robert the Bruce's mates, used to live in that castle, and around 1300-ish, there was a siege to try and take this castle that lasted for quite some time, like a year, and they couldn't get them out. So what they did is built a dam further up and tried to flood them out. And at one point, one of the dudes in the castle took a boat and went out to the dam and tried to blow it up, which I think he succeeded in doing, but died himself at the same time being drowned. And now the land further than the reservoir, or that dam, was named the Promised Land and given to his family. How cool is that? And here's another one. Where I'm standing now used to be like a shooting range in the First World War, and over there were targets, and what they used to do is run a train from right over yonder along this way and then shoot at the train from this point for training during the First World War. They also considered using it during the First World War as a seaplane landing, or rather a seaplane landing site, but due to the weather they could never use it because the crosswinds were too strong. As for now, I think this is gonna be the perfect point to end the episode. Yesterday was full on and intense, but It was good. From now we're heading north. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, all the good stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to keep up with the series, and definitely hit me in the comments. And as always, you know, take it easy, enjoy the camp, and stay stealth there. Mate, I'm loving Scotland. Bring it.